Getting going here in the second half. They double team Bird. Wants to get it to Worthy and does. Left side, Abdul-Jabbar. And the ball out of play. The 80s team will inbound. And so it's McHale with it. He'll bring it up for the 80s team. Abdul-Jabbar gets double teamed. McHale kicks to Bird. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, the size of Abdul-Jabbar typically overwhelms defenses, especially when he's operating close to the rim, forcing them to act as he draws the foul.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second.
A towering presence on both ends. Abdul-Jabbar is also known for his unblockable and most unique sky hook. Such an impactful, unique big man, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And here's Jokic. He's got 5 inside. Abdul-Jabbar with the steal. On the wing, Irving. Down low, here's McHale. The kick out to Irving. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Brown. Irving passes to Abdul-Jabbar. And stolen by James. Edwards inside. Covered by Worthy. Misses the layup. And the 80s team has possession. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Yeah, you know, one thing about being a great scorer, you draw a lot of defensive attention. And there, Irving takes advantage by finding an open teammate.
And stolen by Irving. 2 minutes into the second half of play now.
Hey, folks, sit back and enjoy the show. The doctor is an amazing in-game dunker.
Here's James.
I really like this move going to the full court press because it puts some extra pressure on the offense.
Stolen by Bird. Fast break. Here they come. Here's McHale. They get a hand on it. So it's the West now. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. It's Randall with the drive. Can't connect from short range. And here comes the break. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And guys, it's crazy. He really was a late bloomer. You know, Irving didn't have the big-time amateur career you hear about with some stars. But, boy, he's more than made up for it.
Both good from the line that time. Brown outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Larry Bird.
And Brown is a guy who is hunting contact. Defenders have to be more cautious around him when they're defending.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
Irving passes to McHale.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
To the paint, Abdul-Jabbar with the steal. Bird with it. Out defended by Randall. And Julius Irving, the basket on the assist from James Worthy. Irving's got 6.
Boy, quality find that time by Worthy. I'm sure he could have taken that shot himself, but he'd rather find a teammate with a better look.
Right side, Irving. McHale dishes to Irving. Irving double team. Here's Worthy. The shot from the low post is good.
Worthy got hit, but doesn't stop for a whistle. Just plays through the contact.
McHale finds Irving. To the middle. Wants to get it to Worthy and does. Kicks it out to McHale. Now Irving. He's got 6. Here's Bird. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. The second chance effort and the rejection by James.
Great anticipation that time from LeBron. He sees the shot forming and gets there to swat it down.
Edwards can't hit.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
James against Irving. Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Irving. Inside, McHale. And it's slammed in by McHale.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the West. They're scoreless since the first half.
And thanks to that bucket, he's finally able to stop that little 15-0 run by the 80s team.
And McHale gets double-teamed. The feed to Irving. And Dr. J slams it in.
The doctor is in. What a display of those trademark dunking abilities. Quite unique, Julius Irving.
LeBron against McHale. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Offline with his 3. And the 80s team has possession. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball.
Western All-Stars ball.
And they double up James. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the 80s team.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
Down low. Worthy, the pass to Irving. Pocket 4.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Jokic against Irving. Edwards, that's good.
Elite at moving the ball. Jokic is one of the best passers in the league, regardless of position, no doubt. He's the best 5-man passer for sure.
Irving kicks to Johnson. Irving against LeBron. Now, here's Irving. He's guarded closely, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Personal foul.
That's on Jaylen Brown.
Team foul.
Boy, that was a classic pump fake by Irving, luring in the defender to draw the foul and get himself to the line.
And he's good on the second. 1:11 left to play in the third. Here's Randall and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Outside Irving. And Dr. J slams it in.
Terrific feed that time by Johnson. The moment he sees he's got an open option, he makes the pass.
LeBron outside. Six on the shot clock. Randall kicks to Brown. Off target from three-point range. The 80s team with the ball. They're on a 20-4 run right now.
assistant.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
Time called here. The 80s team will talk it over. Jaren Jackson's checked in for the West. The 80s team also changing it up. Wilkins is checked in for Worthy. And Thomas subbed in for Johnson. Shot from the wing. The kick out to Irving. Back to McHale. And McHale gets double teamed. Here's Irving. It's rebounded by the West. Here's James. Over in the corner, Edwards. Jackson has the open look. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right here, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the 80s team, Thomas is out there with Irving. Then it's Wilkins. Then there's Moses Malone. And it's McHale in at the 4-man position. Second free throw, no good. The 80s team with the ball. Outside, McHale. Irving with it. Picked up by Edwards. Thomas passes to McHale. Thomas dishes to Irving. Clock at 6. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
No good on that one.
Shooting for the 80s team, Julius Irving.
And he sinks the second. Jackson with it. Brown with a screen on Irving. There's Jackson with the 3. Oh, good on that one. And the 80s team going the other way now. Pass to Malone. Here's McHale. McHale setting the pick for Wilkins. And it's slammed in by McHale.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. And here's the West with the ball. LeBron James on the wing. Outside Edwards. And here's James outside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by McHale. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Now here's James. Just 5 on the clock. The West again cannot hit.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Thomas finds Wilkins. Here's McHale. Guarded by Jackson. Back to Thomas. And the rejection by Jackson. Over in the corner, Brown. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Now off the inbound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul. Second team.
It goes on Moses Malone.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
The 80s team making some changes. Jordan's checked in for Irving. And it's Johnson in for Isaiah Thomas. Johnson against James. Here's Wilkins. The second effort. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by Jokic. Brown outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for West All-Stars.
No good on the free throw. The 80s team making some changes. Olajuwon comes in for McHale. And Larry Bird sub for Wilkins. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Jordan's got a lot of flash to his game. A terrific guard, loves getting tricky with his ball handling and creating shots for himself.
James, no good. And so Bird will bring it up for the 80s team. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Jordan's shot is off. And the West All-Stars have possession. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. And here's James outside. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Jackson. The West again cannot hit.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And stolen by Jordan. Goes up. And it's Jordan with the jam.
You know, Jordan doesn't need any help there. I mean, his athleticism is really on another level.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And now here's Jordan pushing it up and no one back there.
Pretty artful dribbling display by Jordan there, and it completely baffled the defender.
And here's the West with the ball. To the inside. Johnson, the pass to Olajuwon. Jordan with it. He's picked up by James. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
Really crafty play that time by Jordan. Good decision. The defense was locked in on him, so he gave it away.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bird. On defense, the 80s team. Brown feeling it out a bit.
Blocking foul called. Moses Malone. Third personal foul. Fifth team foul. Shooting for West All-Stars, Jaylen Brown.
That free throw, no good. He doesn't get the second one. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. On defense, the 80s team. Trying to get something going. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Third personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Shooting for West All-Stars.
He's off on the first.
Taking 2 shots.
So he comes up empty at the line. Here's Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And this is why you just can't give Jordan a running start. I mean, once he has that, the launch pad is set, and he's going to ecstasy. Right through the air and on top of your head.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Jokic. He misses the free throw.
Foul. Second team foul. Shooting for the 80s team, Michael Jordan.
He hits the second from the line. And stolen by Jordan. To the paint. And the rejection by Jackson. Brown drives in. Good D by Olajuwon. The 80s team with the ball. Good momentum, 14 straight points. Jordan finds Malone. Back to Jordan. 4 on the shot clock. And there's the pass to Malone. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Western All-Stars ball.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
A drive by Jordan. Another shot. Bird kicks to Jordan. 6 to shoot. Some solid defense from Brown. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the West. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. And here is Jordan. A minute 20 left in the game. With the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, part of what makes Malone such a good rebounder is his aggressiveness. I mean, and he also has a real nose for the ball.
Brown the pass to Edwards. Puts up a 3. The shot comes out. And the 80s team going the other way now. The drive by Jordan. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, Malone is an absolute nightmare on the offensive glass. Does a great job of establishing that position for that putback slam.
Johnson. Second personal foul. Shooting for West All-Stars, LeBron James. At the line for
First
2.
one falls for him. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just 1 miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Third personal foul. Shooting for West All-Stars, Jaylen Brown. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he can't hit the second. The 80s team with the ball. They're on an 18-1 run. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Boy, well done on that pass by Olajuwon. He's just a tremendous all-around talent.
And it's the West All-Stars ball. Here's Jordan. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Third team foul.
That free throw, no good.
Michael Jordan at the line for 2.
Good on the second free throw. And the West All-Stars have possession. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Jordan drives in.
Michael Jordan.
And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And a wide open look for Jordan. It's off. And so it's the 80s team winning this one to come into